Tim out from JUCY.
What does JUCY do, Tim?
JUCY is a tourism marketing business. So we run cars, camper vans, hotels, a little cruise ship in the Milford Sound. So we're an overall tourism brand.
What's the big growth opportunity for JUCY?
I think for us it's the US market, which we're entering in September this year. So we're pretty excited about that, putting our little camper vans into California. Also growing in the New Zealand market and our Australian camper van business, and also expanding at our hotels throughout New Zealand, which we're really excited about.
Can you give a bit of an indication to the size of JUCY right now?
Yep, absolutely. We're a business that's gone from sort of 35 cars back in 2002 to around about a fleet of about 2,500 vehicles now. So we have that, we have a hotel and the cruise ship down the Milford Sound. So yeah, it's growing every day. It's fantastic.
And how did you guys get started?
We were sort of at the time working for a corporate business called THL, one of the big corporates in New Zealand, and we thought we really didn't want to be part of that corporate environment, so we wanted to get out and do something ourselves. So sort of started off with, as I said, 35 cars from a little garage in Parnell, and tried to use next generation marketing and brand to really grow our business. And today it's been pretty good, really.
Next generation brand, how many Kiwi companies use next generation brand? Is that something you're trying to lead the way with a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I think for us, we've got 200 competitors in car rental alone when we started, so you've got to find a point of difference. So what's our point of difference? And ours is our ability to juicify the market. You know, we want to do things totally different, use technology, use social media, use all different, as opposed to relying on traditional marketing and traditional distribution channels such as travel agents.
So you've got some big plans in the States, and that's a massive market to crack. So far you've grown organically, is that fair to say?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we've grown organically to date. We went across Australia 2 years ago with 100 vehicles, and we've grown that up to a fleet of just on 450 vehicles now. So we know we can take the brand and we can move outside of New Zealand and we can go into different markets. So yeah, there's 6 million camper vans in the US, so the opportunity is huge.
JUCY is one of those brands that if an average Kiwi would see and know now. You may not have used the van potentially, but you know it because you see it. So are you going to leverage that potentially to help grow this business? We have plans?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we are looking at the idea of an IPO. It's always been a desire to take this business to market. Whether it's this year or not is still yet to be determined, but we think the market's screaming out for a JUCY. We think people are screaming out to invest in a business like JUCY, and yeah, we're just really excited about what the next sort of 12 to 18 months holds.
On that front, what do you think about New Zealand investing in equities on our stock market as opposed to property and that kind of thing? What's your take on it all?
I think we're pretty burnt from '87, to be perfectly honest. We have this weird scenario where we remember the '87 crash, but we don't remember all the finance companies. We still invest in finance companies, so it's a little bit strange, really. I think the property market, the way it's been, people are now looking at alternatives. I think people want fun business journeys to go along with. You know, we don't want people in there for a quick buck. We want people who actually come along for the ride with us and can see real value in growing the business.
Word of advice right now for entrepreneurs who are trying to get into the high growth stage?
Look, I think just get out there and do it. We were fortunate to start young, so you know, we were 26 and 24 when we did it. We got some really good mentorship and some backing along the way, but it meant that we could do this with not a lot of, in terms of, we had financial risk, but not a lot of personal risk. We didn't have wives, we didn't have families, we didn't have mortgages, so you can really dedicate all your time. And the big thing for us is, you know, don't be an undercover boss in the TV program. You don't want to not know what's going on in your business. Be a street fighter, know what's going on, from the answering the phones to, you know, to running the business.
So in terms of the Icehouse, what does it mean to you, and what do you think it means for the country?
The Icehouse has been huge for us. We did the Icehouse, I did it about 2 or 3 years into our business, and we were ripshit, arrogance of youth, didn't have much structure around our business, didn't know what a business plan was. So for us, it was always the Icehouse gave us the disciplines, I suppose, to actually sit back and write a business plan, put the structure in place, which we lacked. So for me, it was invaluable. And these sort of opportunities to network with these sorts of people are amazing. So yeah, big fan of the Icehouse.
Bit of a vision for New Zealand. What would it be?
Look, I think we've got to embrace entrepreneurship. We've got to embrace people going out there and getting into business for themselves, looking at the opportunities to grow business. And we employ 160 people who rely on us for their livelihood, and that's one of the best parts of being a business owner and going out there and bringing the people along for the ride with you. So we've got to encourage that, and if we do that, then businesses will grow and then people will develop.